And they're really high at quarterback on Hudson Mason, who is a junior backup, but their hope is to redshirt him this season. Marshall on the pitch. First down and more. Inside the 5. And touchdown. Right here, a big haul for Marshall. He's in. Touchdown, Georgia. That's the 7th touchdown for Marshall, and the 3rd on the ground already for the Bulldogs. Marshall out across the 20.
Number 4, Keith Marshall, the ball carrier.
20-yard pickup for Keith Marshall.
There's the other true freshman you talked about earlier.
Georgia 2 of 3 on their thirds. That's Lynch, the tight end, in motion. Pitch to Marshall. First down and more. Marshall going for the end zone. Ball out after he hit the ground. It's going to be down at the 1. Georgia answers quickly to the Florida Atlantic touchdown by going 94 yards.
Look at that push by the big offensive line right there. Blows the defensive line of FAU off the line into the end zone. Easy walk-in touchdown for Marshall.
Marshall. Down to the 40. Keith Marshall letting them legs go tonight. That's a 28-yard gain.
Take a look at that big offensive line right there, getting out in front of Marshall, opening up a gaping hole for him as he goes down the sideline for a big gain. That's what I think Georgia needs to do more of. As I mentioned before, FAU gave up 302 yards on the ground in Middle Tennessee State last week. I think they need to go back and run it right down their throat here on this drive.
Marshall this time, not as much. Georgia with 261 yards of total offense so far tonight. Offense hasn't been the issue. First down carry for Keith Marshall.
Matt, you'll see 3 or 4 different guys playing that tailback spot. You see Malcolm coming in to spell Marshall there, but we talked to Mike Bobo about it. They're trying to get guys ready. Love the call right there from Mike Bobo. He fakes the inside run and then outflanks the defense there with the
Florida Atlantic 14.
Keith Marshall scampered down to the 1.
Thinks he can do it better than everybody is Avery Jones, and he said it really helps with his hands, his technique, and he's more fundamentally sound on the football field, Matt.
That's something that defensive linemen, wide receivers, just about every position could do a better job with, and that MMA training certainly has benefited them.
Keith Marshall slashing through that defense and across the 45 down to the 42. Forever, a Georgia lifer. It was really kind of his idea to maybe change things up a little bit, bring a new and fresher approach to some conditioning and strength training. Marshall down to the 26.
To a man, everybody mentioned that MMA work and how it's benefited them.
But he's got a little bit more of the home run gear where Gurley's just a bit more physical.
Gets another carry off the left side, a gaping hole. And Marshall is scoring. Touchdown. Keith Marshall with his 2nd touchdown of the season. What made this play go, Brock?
Anytime you can get your running back one-on-one with a safety and watch your right guard get clean and through on the linebacker, that's fantastic work by Chris Burnett. And that allows Marshall just a one-on-one right there with the free safety. Marshall, he goes the distance, and you love the young kid not wasting one bit of real estate. Can't do it any better north to south than that.
On 2nd and 11. Murray's still perfect, 9 for 9 passing. Hands it off to Marshall. Turns the corner, brought down a couple of yards shy of the first down.
They got a few more of those kids that look the part, but they got to grow into it.
On the run, this is Marshall. Marshall picked up about 5 on the play. Interesting story with Marshall. All those explosive plays by Georgia. Straight ahead again, Marshall into the end zone, touchdown.
Georgia with its third possession. This is Keith Marshall, another freshman, and he can fly. There are no flags. There is a Georgia touchdown. Two freshmen, Gurley and Marshall.
Toss sweep. Everybody has this, but watch three guys do their job. First, Merritt Hall, the fullback. He gets block number one, and then the tackle and the guard pull. Watch three guys perform. Fullback, block, boom. Guard pulls around, chop, boom. Tackle takes out Gates, boom. Three blocks on one play. Byron Moore had no chance. It gets swallowed up by Gates, but Lee, Hall, and Gates all do their job, and the freshman sprints for 7 points. How about that for perfection? With the ball in their hands, these freshman running backs can do it, but I feel confident that they'll pick up the blitz, and I can dial anything with them in the game.
That was Bennett in motion. This is Marshall. Starts right, comes back left. And let's check in with Tracy for more on these two freshman running backs.
Well, Gurley and Marshall actually are really good friends. They first met and faced off on the track on a World Youth Trial 100-meter race. Marshall said he won, but Gurley took first in the 110 hurdles. Both are now still great friends. They made a pact to attend the same college. They were not worried about sharing the load, guys.
And they have done so remarkably competitively. And competitive.
I think so.
Tennessee with 4 down, and they bring only 4. Flip out of the backfield. It's Marshall. He's got the first down.
They missed it. They ran a little pick to the outside, a very safe play. The wide receiver right here is going to go try to pick without getting caught. The player that's covering the back on the play. Watch the pick. And
two freshman running backs were spectacular for Georgia in the first half. Let's take a specific look at Keith Marshall's 75-yard touchdown run.
Well, actually it was perfectly blocked from right along Chris Burnett, the right guard, the center, a block down from the left guard, Lee. Everybody did their job. The fullback did their job. Not great leverage to the outside. Gates gets his man. Poor angle from the secondary that time by Brent Brewer. Just a perfect play for Georgia and a disaster for Tennessee. That's how it started out, but that's not how it ended, did it?
No, Keith Marshall also had a fumble inside the 15.
The Georgia offensive line gave Aaron Murray a nice, easy throw, and he put it right there.
Mitchell left side, huge hole, cut back, breaks the tackle. Foot race is on. It's Marshall, 72 yards.
As good as that was for Georgia, as embarrassing as it was for Tennessee.
Keith Marshall's touchdown run. Sunseri is livid. Take a look at the touchdown run by the freshman.
Well, it's just a straight handoff. No fake. Nice fit. Everybody gets blocked for Tennessee. Everybody. David Andrews gets on big A.J. Johnson, who've been raving about. Nobody can get off a block. And then as bad as that.
You're off the field there punting. That's unfortunate.
Murray to Marshall. Run over the right side of that offensive line. Marshall and Gurley, a couple of talented freshman tailbacks that came in at the same time. Friends going back to their high school days, talked about coming to the same school, playing at the same school. 3rd and long for the Bulldogs. They run it, give it to Marshall. He's got the first down and then some. So they win on 3rd down all the way out to the 47-yard line.
2 safety look tonight. Mike Bobo said it's going to be run. He gets exactly what he wants with the draw play, and it's been poor tackling. That continues to be the theme and the bugaboo. Your safety is right there to make a play. He's flat-footed.
Gurley hands it off to Marshall, who has the first down, but he's thinking big. See ya. Running big. Showing out big. Touchdown, Georgia.
Marshall carried for the Georgia touchdown.
62 yards and a bolt across the plains. 38-0. 4:34 to go in the third quarter. Bulldogs in control. Touchdown a few moments ago. What was the key here?
Mark, football is the ultimate team game, yet it often comes down to individual battles. You see Georgia take care of the front seven, and this is Demetrius McNeil, your safety, in a one-on-one situation. We've seen this a bunch, and I hate to kill the kid, but I talk about the fundamentals, and he knows it. He knows that that is not what he's taught. That's not form tackling since he ever started playing this game. It's not what they work on day in and day out.